minutes and introduce yourself, why you're running, maybe what you've done, over the last 2 years, and those 2 questions after that, probably about 20 minutes of your time.
Well, for the people that don't know me, my name is Gerald Farnham. I'm the present county legislator for the 7th District. 7th District is all the town of Pendleton and part of the town of Lockport. More of Lockport to the west and north and south and east around the city. This is I'm completing this year my 5th term as legislator, representing the district, 10 years. In my tenure, I've been chairman of Parks, Public Works, Administration, more than once. And of all that, I've enjoyed the chairmanship of Administration and Finance, as well as Public Works. Briefly, my wife and I have 7 children, and I live at 5460 Hinman Road, Lockport. And I retired in '02 from the town of Pendleton Public Works, where I worked for 40 years.
All right. I guess over the last 2 years, Karen. This is Karen Keith. She's our United City Editor.
Hi, Jerry.
Last couple of years, anything you've sponsored resolution-wise that you're happy with, that's gotten through in the past and maybe seen the light of day?
Resolution-wise, I've supported a lot of resolutions and only written a couple myself, more along the lines of agricultural resolutions or supportive resolutions in the area of public works. Public works is my expertise, actually. Infrastructure is my expertise. As far as success, yes, they were successful. And as I mentioned to one of your other people, Jill, I don't pretend to be an expert in social services or public safety because I haven't. I was on social services once in the committee. I enjoyed it. But my fine points are infrastructure, public works, building consolidation, finance, administration, policy. So that's where I try to zero in.
Okay. Anything in those areas, like I said, specifically over the last 2 years that maybe readers would be reminded of, or things that you either sponsored or supported?
Well, one thing in particular for cost savings is the consolidation of the Parks Department and into Public Works.
Okay.
It's now consolidated with Buildings and Grounds.
Okay.
And it was not only a savings, but it allowed us to have our help, our workers, be more ambidextrous in their line of work because they can work on both sides and still be under Public Works or Buildings and Grounds.
Okay.
This is a good thing moving forward.
All right. Do you guys have anything lined up?
What do you think the most important thing coming up before the legislature in the next 2 years is? The most pressing problem or thing that needs to be addressed?
I think there's many, but I think one of them that I would say or I would suggest is doing more with less. Continuing with the thought of consolidation. I mean, in the past we have consolidated social services into one building, and then we've had satellite intake spots in the 3 cities. That's very important. We have to also investigate and further scrutinize, are we duplicating services? Either the public sector is doing something that we're doing now, or are we doing something in 2 county services that accomplish the same thing? Do more with less. That's one thing. Another thing that I think that we should consolidate in is more one-stop shopping. For instance, we're looking into trying to update the Public Works building, which was built in the 30s. And And I'm involved with that design with the consultant and the Commissioner of Public Works. And we're trying to get one-stop shopping there as far as county engineering. Niagara County Soil and Water has engineers. There's this new federal mandate for Stormwater 1 and Stormwater 2, which takes farmers in the realm. It takes public highways and private sector subdivisions. So if we could get soil and water, refuse district, county engineering, county public works, buildings and grounds, all consolidated under one roof. Number one, new building along the green line for economics, one-stop shopping for the farmers, the people that want information for subdivisions or drainage. And then one thing I did forget was weights and measures is another service that is a quiet service that we perform in the county, which watches, you know, our scales at our stores, our gas pumps, you know, anything that is a measuring device. Our weights and measures, you know, keeps that intact, and that'll be under one roof, one supervisor. Those things are what I'm going to strive for to design this building for the next 50, 75 years. That alone could be a big savings to the county. I understand that there's going to be a bond, but with the maintenance we've got on these buildings, the more buildings, we've got parks in one building, we've got, we had weights and measures in another building. You know, we got to get them together. We got to get them so that they can do 110%.
Where is the new building going to be?
Right now, it hasn't been purchased, but the consultant and the manager and Public Works have reviewed probably 6 or 7 sites, and their pick is on Route 93, which it hasn't been purchased yet, but their pick that presented to Public Works is on Route 93, and it's near the Lockport Industrial Park, near the New York State DOT building.
Okay.
And it's on the west side of 93 Junction Road in the town of Cambria. So number one, the choice is okay. There's sewage there across the street is available. There's water there. It's on a state road for the trucks. It would be easily accessible because of the routing for strangers. It's in a rural area. So that our farmers and reason why I say farmers, because permits for county roads or county culverts, permits for drainage, and also for the stormwater too, and the soil and water. Farmers have gotten bigger vehicles, they can pull in their tractor trailers and so on, so it's an easy. Those are the criteria of the site that we was looking for.
Right.
So that could possibly be. I had mentioned to my colleagues in just brainstorming about Mountain View because that's county-owned property. It is a good road on Upper Mountain. I talked to my constituents up there, and they said, I asked them, I said, now, you know, one of my resolutions in the past was to remove the Route 93 number off of the county road Upper Mountain. We have state route numbers on county roads, so we're maintaining county roads for state traffic. So we got that route number over on 31. They follow 31 to Junction Road and then travel north on 93. So that lightened up the truck traffic on Upper Mountain. So I said, well, now this isn't going to be smart. I'm going to ask my constituents if we should put the highway garage